One of the locals. What's up, Amanda? We got the homie Butcher right here. I don't know if you remember the alien, and there was a Bigfoot with a UFO there before. That got painted over last night, and we got something new going up today, so we'll see. What's up, Juanito? Is that a Deftone song? I don't know. Juan, there's I forget. Is it Steph Tone? I don't know, from the Deftones. Actually, hangs out over on Be Real TV, and they go live daily. Actually, their studio is downtown somewhere, not too far from here. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen them. I see them on there almost daily, bro. So if you're a fan of them, you can check him out there. Yeah, the guitarist. Yep. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with that band, but I know I've learned a lot through watching their live podcast. Got my brother right here. What up? We got Bigfoot over here too. Just chilling in the back. All right, see Butcher steps back just to check out what he's doing. It's amazing what he does. Who else is in here? What is it? Thursday, 11:40 out here. Things are starting to warm up. It was pretty overcast most of the morning. And out here it's a mixture of pollution, sky farts, and all that we talk about. But it's starting to break through now. It's starting to really warm up really quick. And you could buy Butcher a coffee over on his Instagram. I think the Instagram is Butcher_3 A's after that. The number 3 and A. I'll share it out again today on the post, and then I'll put it in the description of this live. We went live yesterday for a little bit, almost about a half hour. Then did a little unboxing. What's up, Gustavo? And bro's getting some footage right now too. Duke was just hanging in the back there, staying low key. What's up, Gerald? Got some new work going up in front of the shop here. Angelique, welcome. How's everyone doing? Hopefully everyone's doing not bad. Yeah, we're not doing too bad today. And then some of you haven't seen, I don't know, Amanda, Angelique. Everyone else is, I think, pretty much seen this, but this is some of Butcher's work here. Not sure if Amanda has seen this or Angelique. Maybe you have. Gives you an idea of his skills and capabilities. Elder Medicine Bear Claw. Yeah, glad you like it. So this is him getting started over here. He's already getting quite a bit done already. I mean, I don't know how much is gonna go into it, but he filled that wall pretty quick. Let's see, temperatures went down. Yeah, I heard about the rain. Actually, I was watching, there's a channel called Addicted Fishing, and they're out of the Pacific Northwest. They were fishing actually, what is it, the Columbia River Gorge. So they're right there and right around the Astoria Bridge. So one side you could see Oregon, and then the other side you could see Washington. They're out there salmon fishing. And yeah, really rad channel. And I was checking that out, and they were talking about yeah, it was a little warmer earlier in the week, and then it was cloudy yesterday, and they were expecting some rain up that way, so heads up. But yeah, they were able to get some fish on board. At one point they were fighting a seal. A seal came and snagged the salmon and they somehow got it back. It's hilarious. It was super cool. We've done that before. Steve, did we go salmon fishing? Yeah, we got salmon. Yeah, we went out, got salmon at a Shelter Cove, Humboldt County. We chartered a boat there with shout out to Squirrel over in Shelter Cove if you're still out there. And then there's brother Jeremy. We went out and chartered a boat with him as well. Jeremy. Actually ran into Jeremy. Look at that. Woo, that's a whole lot of metal garbage going somewhere. Ran into Jeremy, the captain of, I forget the name of his boat, but had a good fishing time with actually both of them. So with Squirrel, it got a little squirrely, of course. We were out like, I forget where it was, but one of his engines started like giving out, and it just got really weird on the boat. The vibe totally changed. It's like, uh-oh. And we've done that several times. I've gotten sick before too. Gotten the seasickness. Ugh. Got to make sure you take that Dramamine ahead of time. All right, we got an interesting character about to walk by here. Just a heads up. And a heads up, the streets have been active here. And if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. So the blocks have been kind of hot. Just a heads up. Yeah, interesting lady there. I don't know if she's the one. There's someone out yelling earlier. There's always people yelling around here, but look at that. Look at the color of that one. It's like a brick. What color is that? It's almost like a burgundy Tesla there. Cybertruck. I've seen some weird ones, some really weird ones. There's like the normal, they're all weird, right? They all look weird. But you see some real custom ones like that one there. You don't really see that color of Cybertruck, but I've seen some really weird ones around here in Los Angeles. Last night with Midwest Night Watchers, Gerald in the chat there, they were talking about the underground tunnels in Los Angeles and the lizard people again, and they brought up it was Fort Moore Hill, and I wasn't sure about that place. Let me tell you, it's pretty windy right here, so Butcher's working with the wind. Look, check out and so look at Bigfoot. He's flying. Hopefully he doesn't get his foot caught. He's been getting his foot caught on the metal there. So yeah, I'm sure he has to watch how the wind's blowing there, because it'll easily blow the aerosol spray paint a certain way. And Butcher's been really active on his Instagram, folks. I recommend it. Hey, pásale, buenos días. Ahí, saluda al mundo. It's the neighbor right there, Pops. Always talk to him. He's a good guy. He does a lot of walking around here. He's always keeping himself active. He's also a part of the Tacoma. Oh, no, he actually has a Tundra. But yeah, he's got a Toyota. It's funny how people with the same makes of vehicles kind of like, for the most part, right? You guys stick together. I hear like the Jeep people. What is it that they gift people? The Jeep people gift each other something. I forget what it is. Just look at that slight different color. Gives it that. Starting to give it like a dimension already. Super cool.
California weather, ain't it?
Yeah. What you guys say about it? Love it? Hate it? It's Southern California. Remember, not all of California is like that. Right? You've been up to the Bay lately. You've been going up there. It's all cloudy and... Yep. Foggy and cold and rainy. Bay Area. So different than out here. Sometimes, we get it sometimes, but not like the Bay Area. Yeah, exactly. They're closer to the water. But, technically, we're not far from the water at all either. It's not... Beach ain't far.
Drive like an hour away, like to Walnut Creek or somewhere right outside of the bay.
It gets hot, yep. Yep. He's talking Bay Area, different parts of California there. Yeah, and I always mention it up in up on the coast, the North Coast. The difference between the weather, yeah, when you're right on the coast, it's nice there pretty much most of the year until it starts raining, unless you like that. But as soon as you go inland, like in Willow Creek, oh my God, it was cooking the day of that Bigfoot days. It was like 100 something. Last year's was even hotter. It was like 105 at that Bigfoot days. Let's see, someone said something there. You're drinking your Spanish what? Just goes... Oh, when you drink your Spanish goes to... Uh-oh. Does it go to Portuguese? Actually, that would happen to me a lot too. I would... Give me a beer, I'll start speaking in Portuguese. So he's using Loop brand. That's that. Look, from Italy. All right. So we carry this brand here. If you need to get yourself some flavors, let us know. And we also carry Montana brand, which is from Spain. So we have Spanish and Italian paints, aerosol paints. Actually, speaking of Willow Creek, look, there it is. Make sure you stop there. I was talking to Sweetly Morbid Let's see. Oh, Elder speaking in, look. Obrigado. Sí, puedo hablar español, más o menos. Y portugués también. Where's John P, our homie from Portugal, was in here yesterday on our live. Elder Medicine Bear Claw, do you speak, você fala português? See, Juanito Juan here in the chat should be able to speak Portuguese, both Portuguese and Spanish, because he's also half Portuguese. He's Portuguese and Mexican. That doesn't make you Brazilian.
Put some smoke in the air.
Yeah, handle, bro.
I'll be back sure.
Yeah. Much love, bro. Look, that's the big homie Bigfoot right here. Look, he's massive. Super young, too. We gotta take him squatching with us. I'm sure the Bigfoots will come out for him. And that's what I call him, Bigfoot. Look, there he goes. Arms swaying. Tightrope walk. I'm full blood Blackfoot from Blackfeet. Wow, respect, man. Yeah.
Full-blood Blackfoot?
Yeah.
That's right. That's my feet, right?
Huh?
That's my feet.
Yeah. Look. Say it.
Sika.
Blackfeet, man.
Tell me what's up, homie. How you?
Yeah.
That's right.
You heard Butcher here say what's up. Yeah, enough respect to,
I'm not full-blood, but
yeah.
I got full-blood love.
And I was just gonna say, we always got full respect for everybody, you know, all different cultures, especially natives. And our elders. And that's a big thing when I head north to Northern California, that area that we go, those areas we go to. I like to touch base if we can with the local natives. And actually we did this time around. I mentioned Inker from Hoopa. We found him and were able to do an interview for my buddy Jonathan Easley, Western Bigfoot Explorations. He got a real good interview with Inker, and Inker was taking us around Tishitang. And Tishitang is a campground there off of Highway 96. And it's okay, you could walk behind me or in front of me. Good to see you. Oh yeah, he's doing his thing there. So the Tishitangi. Gotta learn how to pronounce it correctly. Campground there is open to, you know, everyone. So you could go there, camp out. They have a bunch of campgrounds and they really upgraded some stuff there. There's also, because the time we were there, I don't think they had this sauna there this time, and some amazing showers, and the way they really are working with the earth and energies and stuff. So yeah, it's a really amazing setup. He was showing us all that. He was telling us some of the Hoopa legends, showing us some landmarks around there. And he did that last time for me years back. And then you have, the Klamath River going by there. And it was an amazing time. So I can't wait to see what Jonathan does with that on his, eventually he'll have a documentary coming out, I'm sure. What up, Scully Pop? Much love to you, brother. I always appreciate your comments. I got to tap into one of your lives one of these days. What'd you do last? You did a mashup. It was like some sort of collaboration of two different topics. And you could do that several times, but I forget. I was kind of laughing at what it was last. Yeah, man, we're hanging out here. Sissy, how you doing? welcome on in. We're checking out Butcher here at work. My brother over there. That's little bro, the mastermind. Yeah, Scully Pop. Scully, have you seen his and y'all check out Scully Pop if you're into readings and stuff like that. Scully, have you seen this, right? So this is some of Butcher's work right here. So you could do some amazing faces and wild style letters. These are actually letters here. You can see some, is that High Brazil? Y'all heard of High Brazil? Some like floating islands. And over here he did some old world buildings. You know, we're into that old world Tartaria topic, and Butcher is too. He's had his UFO sightings. We've had talks with him too about, you know, paranormal stuff, Bigfoot. He's into all that. Actually, I don't know, I'll let him say, but he knows about up north, and he knows more, like he's over towards Trinity County. Speaking of Trinity County, yesterday I was mentioning Sweetly Morbid Bear. Left a comment. What's he honking at? Shoot, honking at. Maybe he's horny. Sweetly Morbid Bear. I'm trying to remember what started this whole conversation about. She had brought up the shoe tree. So there's a post. I made a post about they had finally turned on the street lights in our neighborhood, which isn't too far from here. The street lights were off for several months on our block. So it's like, you know, there's a blackout. I mean, luckily people had power in their houses, so you could see those lights, but the streets were all dark for several months. And I mentioned something had happened to me there, and, you know, we talked about it, but whatever. What up, David? Good to see you, man. I know you've been hard at work. Got your message. I've been getting everyone's messages. Remember, if I don't respond, doesn't mean I didn't read it, and that don't mean I don't care. I care. I'm trying to catch up with everything. So anyway, and then I posted a picture of the street lights being back on, and then there was a new pair of shoes hanging on the electrical lines, which is hilarious. I've always tripped out on those. You guys get pairs of shoes hung on power lines in your area? You know, some say that supposedly that they sell drugs there. I don't know how true that is on our block, but anyway, I thought it was funny. I pointed that out. And then Sweetly Morbid Bear on YouTube, in case anyone's wondering who is Sweetly Morbid Bear. She's a good friend of ours. Yeah, she mentioned about the shoe tree up in so it was Trinity County. I think she mentioned I forget what it was, but I knew right away the tree that it was because we had a family member that recently passed, but they had a cabin up straight up that road where this tree is, where all the shoes are hung. There's a creek that goes by there. And we've done several videos there. I actually did a video of the tree, so I knew exactly what she was talking about, and I helped correct her on the actual location. It's off of 299, so it was funny that we made that connection, and I'm super surprised she's seen that tree. It's wild. Yep. Yeah, I was mentioning that. I didn't know you wanted to say it, but yeah, see, Butcher knows 299 also. He knows Trinity County very well. So Bigfoot's probably had some Butcher sightings. Anyone can? I like saying that. Probably haven't seen Bigfoot, but Bigfoot's probably seen you. Same thing with my brother. Like, I think he hasn't had a Bigfoot sighting, but he's done a lot of hiking around Southern California. So I think Bigfoots have had Steve-O sightings.
Have a cutoff.
There's Grandpa. All right. Buenos días. Oh, no, ya pasados 3 minutos, ya son tardes. No, todavía no viene. Y ya se está calentando la cosa.
Ayer le dieron una madriz al Oscar ahí,
Sí, oí. Hello.
ayer.
Sí, oí.
Yo miré, yo estaba ahí sentado y miré que traen un perro, no pusieron música.
Oh, shit.
Después levantó y se fue.
Oh, man. ¿Quién sabe? All right, I'm not gonna give any details about that. Yeah. Gustavo, is 3 minutes past 12, so it's not good morning anymore. It's buenas tardes, right? I used to get confused with that a whole lot, but no, I got it. That's when I was younger. Oh yeah, Juanito, let me tell you, I'm telling you, the block has been active. So Grandpa was giving us the down low on, I don't know, it sounds like someone, I don't know if they got beat up or what, but we'll find out later. And that's what I mean, The block's been kind of crazy. Never know what's gonna happen next out here, but just you gotta stay ready somehow. Woo! This guy's pulling some toys here. Hopefully he'll be pulling into my place like this one day. Look at that. Awesome. Our neighbor was like that. Hey, it's all good. Looking good, no worries. We're all looking great here. Let me see. Yeah. Oops. Juanito, close your eyes. Oh yeah, Grandpa got the whole download. He said he's seen everything, bro. If it's not the grandma, it's usually the grandmas. What is it in Italy? It's usually the grandmas that get all the info, right? They hang outside the windows and see what they watch. Same thing with the Mexican grandmas. We get that a lot. You got to be careful. There's always eyes watching. Uh-oh, he's painting a shirt there. All right, we got cars going by next. Here's the 66 bus headed to Western and Wilshire. So that'd be mid-city. Here, East LA. Across the street, Boyle Heights. Over there, a few blocks, is the city of Vernon. It's like every other few blocks is another city, another neighborhood. Sometimes you gotta know where you're at. What Sissy say? Let's see. So true. My grandma had all the news on the hood. Too funny. You see, and I'm the type to chill. We're talking about, respecting the elders and everything. So I'm the type to chill with the old folk. And, that's my little source of information. Whoop, whoop. All right, so we're just hanging out here. The boys are going in and out. I'm sure they're gonna have a lunch break at some point. Be like, hey, I'm getting hungry. They're gonna wanna take a break. But yeah, I'll be here holding down the fort with, so this is Henry, the Bigfoot. I'll be holding down the fort here with Henry. Anything pops off, exciting, we'll jump back on live here. So just viewer discretion be advised. And we'll hop back on. Oh, thank you again to Jackie Barnes for buying the memberships last night. That was super cool. We're gonna have a little something going on here. I already feel it. We're gonna maybe run to Pasadena and have a little fun. Yeah, see you, Amanda. Y'all have a blessed day.